good afternoon. Welcome to our home today.
Welcome to Daffin's.
71 years almost that they've been in business, and finally we get to tape a show here.
No kidding. We're in their Sharon location. We're celebrating Valentine's Day and all the stuff that comes along with it. It's about love. It's about chocolate, and it smells so good in here. It's almost like I don't even want to do this right now. I just want to sit here and relax and just breathe it in.
I feel like a kid in a candy store. Or an adult, in this case. This kingdom's amazing, isn't it?
Isn't it, though? This is the new Chocolate Kingdom. They still have the old Chocolate Kingdom in the back of the store, so if you're coming out, be sure to take a look, and lots of pictures. I know Sabina she goes crazy for this.
Oh, it's fantastic.
It's really fun.
Caramel pecanettes, the meltaways, the strawberries will be out soon.
Right, you got to place your order. That's only at the Sharon location only, so we're very thankful for them to open up their doors and to share a few of their sweet treats with us.
All right, you ready to get started with Valley Spotlight?
I am so excited about this one. I know I say that every week, but I really am.
I don't know if you've ever had like somebody write you a poem or give you a card or whatever, but in this case, with this couple, it was a song, and pretty apropos too, for Mary Jo Maluso and Rick Blackson. They've been together ever since.
So we'll do the I Can Start first, and then we'll do just a little segment of the Irving Berlin thing.
There they are, Mary Jo Maluso and Rick Blackson, sitting down and doing what they love, making music. It's always been that way for them.
Music kept just creeping in my life constantly because it's what I love to do.
And it's music that brought these two together, both going through a breakup separately at the end of 1989. Mary Jo's mom, Claire Maluso, stepped in to get her daughter back into music and back on the scene. An old piece of 1800s sheet music provided the key.
My mom said, we're going to go up to the Uptown. They have a music director up there. Why don't we just have him look at the sheet music? Now, she had this all planned in her mind, and I'm like, heck no, I'm not going.
But they went, and that's where the love story begins.
But I'd never met Rick. I had heard about him, and I was like so embarrassed. Here's this piece of crappy sheet music, and he looks at it, and just as sweetly as he is now, he said, you know, I think I could rearrange that. I could do something with that.
So Rick and Mary Jo recorded their project at the old Peppermint Studios. Soon after, she went to see his show a couple of times, and then something happened after the show.
Just a real quick exchange, you know.
Yeah, just,
nice to see you again.
Boy, show was great.
That's about it.
You know, had good memories of working with you in the summer.
Then all of a sudden,
my hand goes up and touches the side of his cheek. Like
she
this.
touched me.
I don't do that. I'm like,
you know,
right.
Well, the funny thing is, I instinctively knew that like that was so out of character for her to do that.
It felt like someone was pushing my arm.
But I was really moved.
And after taking her home and talking for a few hours, Rick knew something else too.
But when I left there, I went around the corner. First time in my life, I am in love with her. And I knew it. It was a deep feeling thing that was very real. That was on January 7th, 1990. What happened was, I wanted to write this song about, you know, meeting somebody new and being excited about it. And for some reason, I just couldn't get my hands off of this very serious and dark chord progression. What kept coming out was this like real kind of serious kind of thing that was kind of minor. And I just decided I had to go with it. And when I did, it ended up kind of telling her story from her point of view. So it was like...
The song is called I Can Start All Over. The problem was, Mary Jo hadn't heard it yet.
Questions without any answers.
But then I've got this song that I got to share with her. It was one of the most incredible things I've ever experienced in my life. So I was really persistent. I called her again and I said, look, you don't even know me, but we had a great talk the other night and this amazing thing happened. And you're the only person in the world I can share this with.
Finally, she agreed. No one had ever written Mary Jo a song before, especially one that told her story.
And I was astonished. Seriously?
All over again.
And I'm like, who are you? What? Wow.
Is born again.
Things happen in life where you just get sidetracked or you get sidelined. And you always start over. I mean, the next morning you start over.
Yeah, starting over again happens for everybody.
Gonna start all over.
And they've been a couple ever since and started working together. With the advice of their mentor, Rick and Mary Jo began wowing audiences with Rick's original hits and their swanky new style.
He said, what you guys are talking about is New York style cabaret.
Yeah.
That's what it is. He goes,
Yeah.
it's intimate, usually an intimate audience, not always in front of a big crowd, usually just a piano player or a combo, and you chat with the audience, you chat with each other.
Loved every minute
you
of it.
theme the songs together into a theme and weave it together with a theme, and that's what we did.
I
You don't need
singing
analyzing.
and there's
It
no
is
one
not
there.
so surprising.
And it was just one thing after another, and it seems like when people came to see the show, you know how it is then, it's like, oh, can you work with us?
I know just what's the
I
matter.
wonder why.
The gigs kept piling up, and just like the times, they keep changing to keep up.
Usually we keep our shows real fast paced.
Oh yeah, it's just a piano and vocals. And we're finding more and more people are loving moving into that.
These days, Rick and Mary Jo are married. Sure, there have been some rocky times along the way, like Mary Jo's health scare a few years back.
We've experienced miracles,
Total
no doubt
miracles.
about that.
But they keep going for each other.
There's nothing you can take.
That's what love is all about. They know what to do, what to say, what to sing, and what makes each other tick.
They're so truly, I mean, she's just very, very excellent about wanting what's best for me.
Love is important in a relationship, respect is important, but kindness. He's just a genuinely kind guy. He's like this with me and other people. He's always trying to find the way to make life easier for people. And that's a gift.
And it's their creative gift of song that leaves us all on a high note.
I wonder why.
That's all there is to it.
Well, if you'd like to see Rick and Mary Jo in person, you can do it. They'll be at Scachetti's during Valentine's Day weekend. They have this thing called Supper Club where they play a little background music and then she sings a little bit and then a little more background music, and it's really nice.
I like that. It's a nice balance. Plus, it's a beautiful atmosphere out there, so
Yep.
it's a nice evening.
And if you'd like to book them, they do a lot of corporate events and things like that. It's beyondbroadwayentertainment.com.
Do you remember the day that I had you surprised on live television when they sang Happy Birthday to you?
Right. And then one time they made a song about me for me. It was really, really great.
I love them. I love everything about it. All right, we are going to be having the best time. We're going to be taking Pesto's Test Kitchen on the road. We're going to be sitting at a giant dining room table with a lot of people that know a lot more about wine than you and I do.
Yes, so we're going to learn something after this break.
She would always say, honey, you snore so loud, I can't believe how loud you snore. And I'm like,
And
what?
he claims I quit breathing. I've tried 4 different masks to make it work, and I just can't do it. And I'll
Slide
be
'em
honest
out,
with you,
rinse 'em
I
off.
did not know what REM sleep felt like before
until-
the appliance. I really did not. I never had that deep of a sleep before.
Bistro 1907 is a classic yet unique American bistro. This space lets us immerse ourselves in history. The dishes are inspired by our past but have a modern twist. Bistro 1907 by Mark Canzonetta is unlike any place else. Find out why. I'm Mark Canzonetta, and I welcome you to Bistro 1907.
Pesto's Test Kitchen in the dining room again. It's on Groundhog Day. It's like Groundhog Day, isn't it, you guys?
It is Groundhog
We're kind
Day.
of doing it again. We're doing the second half of our wine experience and informational videos. And let me introduce the gang, Mark, and then you can take it from there. How about that?
You want me to reintroduce the gang?
Well, yeah, you can do it if you want to.
Dr. Sandy Naples.
In the black, yeah.
Yes, Jeff Simon, Adam Zagatti, Brian Fry, Matt Frampton, myself, Mark Canzonetta, Michael Alberini, John Miles, Robert Bartolomucci. We're all here celebrating wine and trying to, talk to our viewers about wine and how great it is and the experience that it is. And in this segment, we want to talk about the role of the distributor, which is Matt Frampton.
That's what Matt does.
That's what Matt does. And then the role of these two guys, because they have wine shops, along with restaurants.
Who do you work for?
So I work for Heidelberg Distributing.
For how long?
For 7 years. Largest distributor in the state of Ohio and 7th in the country.
Did you know a lot about wine going in, or did you kind of learn it on the way? Okay.
Yeah, absolutely. I knew a lot about wine since before you were allowed to drink.
Right. So why would I know anything about that?
Michael's uncle Richard introduced me to wine.
To drive you to the store to buy some, probably, right?
He turned me on to wine, and I was captivated by it ever since.
Good. What is the role of the distributor these days?
So let's not forget, wine is an agricultural product. Grapes are grown, stuff happens, fires happen, trucks break down. Trucks break down, and all kinds of tariffs. Tariffs happen as well. So it's our job to be the middleman between the consumer and the wine buyer. And
whether it's restaurant, wine shop, or like a big box retailer like a Giant Eagle.
Right, absolutely. So we're the middleman. So we deal with, there's a fine line. So we have to anticipate what the customer is going to buy. We also have to anticipate what's going to be available considering the vintage. And we have to anticipate whether the wine is going to be good. So that is our basic, well, not our basic role. That's one of our roles. The other portion of it is actually filling containers and getting them across the country, across the nation, or across the world to our
what's your
customers.
biggest challenge distributing to rockheads like all of us around the table?
Plus introducing them to new products and things, right?
New products and the consumer. What's your biggest challenge?
I think it's education. It's education for the people that are selling the wine to the individual. Everyone here knows a lot about wine. The majority of people buying wine, well, I don't want to say the majority, but most of the people that are buying wine know about wine. But they have 10 people that work for them, and a lot of those people are just willing to take an order and sell whatever their customer is kind of leaning towards.
All right. So from you guys' standpoint, Brian and Michael, having retail shops both in your restaurant and your restaurant Barrel 33 and Michael Alberni's wine shop, what is your biggest challenge getting people to buy wine?
Yeah, well, I come at it from a unique perspective because I was also a wholesaler rep for almost 7 years before I got a place of my own. And, it's really one of the things the Court of American Master Sommeliers teaches us all is the process of helping people find what they want to drink. It's not about pushing an agenda or pushing a specific wine or a specific type of wine or country. It's engaging that customer, that person that walks through your door in a conversation so they help understand what they want to drink. If you do that correctly, the rest will take care of itself.
Do you have to apply like the KISS method? Keep it simple, stupid?
Well, it all depends on the consumer. I think part of our role, and this is something I learned from Michael a long time ago.
I've been stupid for a long time.
Well, I think we all have at some point, but is to just do a good assessment as quickly as you can of where the consumer is, and that'll help you help guide them. But that all starts really with the simple conversation from the time they walk in the door, and a lot of listening and a lot less talking.
Yeah.
As Brian knows, because he sells food in his business as well as a retailer, and as do I. It's in the business of wine, it's a lot of pinkies out and there's a lot of egos involved in the game. As far as that's concerned. When I taste wine, I'm sure Brian does the same, we taste wine for our market. It's not about what we like. You can walk into so many wine shops or wine stores and you know what the owner likes. Okay, you walk into his place, you walk into my place and some of these other places that are passionate about really getting the message out.
So does that mean you front load a pallet of wine or front load a stack?
It's not about quantity. Today, Americans are about instant gratification. They want what's approachable now. We don't want to sit and drink a glass of wine and say, well, that'd be great in 10 years. Well, my steak's going to get cold by then.
How much does a label sell the wine?
Label, marketing is huge. It's big. You look at the Wine Spectator Top 100, but you know what? That doesn't mean that just because they drive advertising, that's necessarily a good wine. I know
Okay.
wine.
Amen, brother.
So don't go by the label.
Yeah.
Don't go by the label.
And why-
And
how about this?
if you were to go by reviewers, you guys,
Yeah.
and like what reviewers would you post in your wine sales in your stores? And Adam,
Robert Parker's
I
the man.
trust
Robert
Parker.
Parker.
And Venice also, I think, has done some great work.
Yeah, Venice is
More
good.
recently, but I like the British decanter. I think
Yeah, Decanter's excellent.
They do a wonderful
solid.
job as well. They give a very
if we're a
non-biased-
novice, who do we
Less
look at?
influenced by advertising.
They're very,
Sure.
These three
Yeah.
things that we just
Yeah.
mentioned are
Parker's
very
Decanter.
non-biased, and so it gives someone that is unsure the wherewithal to say, all right, I'll take a chance on that because it's not driven by marketing.
Yeah, that's a great
and
point.
dollars.
Great
Wine
point.
Spectator isn't blind. Their tastings where Parker did blind his
Yes,
tastings.
yes.
So I looked at the two of them when I was coming into the wine thing. I would look at Parker's ratings and I look at Wine Spectator ratings, which are a little bit skewed, and I'd look at Parker for the length of how long is this wine going to last? I look at Spectator, maybe drinkability. That's kind of how I.
Yeah, that's a good way to
And
play it.
if I may, I am very guilty of saying, gigantic producer, poo-poo. But sometimes they come up with some fabulous things.
gems. Absolutely.
Fabulous They gems. don't pound on the table. Sorry.
Yeah, no, that's all right. It's at his table.
Go out the microphone.
So noisy.
All right, when we come back, we're going to visit with some connoisseurs, some folks. And if you want to be a connoisseur, how should you do it, and how should you stack your cabinet? Pesto's Test Kitchen in the dining room today. Should be fun.
Gentlemen, cheers.
Oh, and wait till you see. I mean, you think that's good? Wait till you see the mounds and mounds of food he puts out in the next segment. It's ridiculous.
And thank you to our partners at Hillcrest. They do such a nice job of like making sure that we have everything we need. So we appreciate that.
All right, Kelly Warren is next.
Yes, she is.
She's talking about what?
She's talking about home trends and things that are like really popping on the market, especially right now in different home price ranges, which I think is really interesting. So you're not going to want to miss this.
Yeah, should be good. Keep it here. We're at the Chocolate Kingdom. Be right back.
Baby, you got some big feet. Where do you get shoes for those feet?
I buy them at Ryers, of course. They have all sizes, even for me. They're always tax-free and located in beautiful downtown Sharon.
The time is now. Steel Valley Lifts knows you deserve the best car lift for our best price. Double your garage space with lifts starting at just $39.95. Steel Valley Lifts. We hold firm on American values. The strongest steel and the strongest workforce make the safest lifts. Call our skilled service team today and find out why our customers have been with us since 1988. Trust is built on strength. Visit steelvalleylifts.com and trust us to lift you in the future.
With taking the kids to soccer practice, piano lessons, and everything else, I'm lucky if I get to fit in a workout. But staying fit is important, not just your body, but your teeth as well. The professionals at Pristine Dental provide affordable dental care for your entire family. From routine cleanings to cosmetic dentistry, Pristine Dental has got you covered. Plus, they have transparent pricing and membership plans that directly benefit you, not the big insurance companies.
Visit pristinedentalpros.com to learn more and book your free consultation today.
Your smile will say it all.
From the beginning, it's been like hard work, all me, trying to get this done, trying to get products out there, and coming up with different ideas. You know, every single product has a story behind it, and every story is because they were made to help somebody.
Well, a new year, but the same Kelly Warren and Associates. We're in the office, right, today, Cal?
We are, hanging out at work.
We do have to do some things here in this setting in order to make the rest of it work, right? All right, so 2020. People are asking you, they're asking me to ask you what it looks like, what you're expecting, and how things are looking here locally when it comes to like turnover and, you know, whether prices are going up or down or what's shaking.
You know, that's the most common question
Really,
I get.
it is.
I walk into the grocery store and people are like, how's the market? So
how's the market?
Yeah. The market's great. And it really is. Like we're having a great end of 2019 and a great beginning of 2020. So far, the weather has been holding out for us, and that usually this time of year after the holidays, it's kind of weather dependent. You know, when there's snow up to your thighs, people don't want to go look at houses. But
no, they don't. But we haven't had any, and it's like it's almost like record-breaking. Yeah. Different.
We'll take it.
So the phone does ring more when it's, you know, bright and sunny outside.
Right.
Interesting. We hope for that all year round. When you're looking at trends within the area when it comes to like, you know, how people are buying homes or what they're most interested in these days, or if there's any like buying habits that you see sort of, coming, to fruition. Are there any of those?
Right now, our average sale price for the area is in that $125,000 range.
Okay.
Those houses are flying off the shelf. We can't keep them in stock, we've got more buyer demand than seller demand. Ranch houses also, they're always the most popular because some people just like the floor plan and some people prefer them because it's an ease of living, one floor, you don't have steps, that kind of thing. So both of those are the most popular right now. And then there's certain pockets of price ranges and neighborhoods that are super hot too.
Can you give us a couple? What's the hottest spot right now?
Canfield Schools has been hot for a while. That's one of those ones that, and in Canfield in the 200s, those are moving, in Boardman, like in that 80 to 150 range, those move. So it just depends on the area and the neighborhood. And like in Boardman, there's a little neighborhood called Ridgewood Estates. Those move quick,
I'm familiar with that spot over there. And yes, beautiful homes, beautiful properties, and a great team in order to help you get ready to put your market on, to get your home on the market this year. Lots of things that you guys can help with, right?
Yeah.
Simple to do.
Easy enough.
How do people get a hold of you?
They can give me a call at 330-717-2689 or visit us online at kellysoldit.com.
We love it. Congratulations, Kel.
Thank you.
Big #1 year for you in 2019,
Yes,
huh?
it was.
Hopefully 2020 will be the same.
We're on our way.
We like those numbers very much.
Oh, I was sad to see Talmadge was not in the list of neighborhoods she was talking about.
Oh, for goodness sake. But how about the different, areas and the price ranges, how quickly they go?
Yeah, I know. And they got to be on top of that all the time, right?
Right. And she and her lovely husband, Jim, they work together. They're in love.
Yeah.
It's all about love in that house.
On this program, anyways.
Right. And you know how you make sure that you stay in love?
How?
Keep it clean.
Keep it clean. Not just on this program, but at your house also. So,
does
hey,
go
guess
a
what?
long way.
New segment time. A lady named Sarah got a hold of us.
Yes. This is all about Sarah's household hints and
hacks.
Well, part of Valley Spotlight is putting the spotlight on places that most people don't see. So why not put it on the spotlight of my giant mess at home? And Sarah from Sarah's Household Hips and Hacks. Thank you for being in my house, first of all.
No, thank you. Thank you.
Thanks for being a fan of Valley Spotlight. You have so many different ideas when it comes to making people's lives easier, including my own, which is why you're here.
Of course.
Welcome.
Thank you.
It's nice to have you. You're going to share like so many different ideas that we can all do in our homes, make it
Every
easier
day.
for all of us, myself included. So welcome to the show.
Thank you.
All right, first of all, cleaning, I hate it.
I love it.
Right.
Win-win.
Right. Why do you like it so much? And why? Like, I know what my relationship is with like a clean home. I feel better.
Oh, of course.
But getting there is not easy.
And that's why I'm here. I love my clients and I love to clean their homes, so it's a win-win for me.
You really do.
I do. I love it. I have a passion for it.
Why? Like some people could say that sounds like something that they wouldn't want to do for a living, but yet you've embraced it in a way that is pretty tremendous.
Tremendously with God's work,
Right.
but also clients that I've had for 5 years, I consider friends, family. I do anything for them. They do anything for me. So, yeah, it keeps me driven.
Going. That's what we're going to do. All right. So
all for the valley.
Exactly.
Yeah,
And keeping us organized and neat in my house. Anybody that knows me, I got a lot of balls up in the air. I have a little girl. We have a super great business and lots of things and
juggling.
loves and juggling of things. So you have a few like quick hints that you use constantly within people's homes. And the first one is?
One is a rag from Norwex. It's with Backlock. Backlock takes care of all the germs and all this good stuff. It's good for pets, kids, takes care of your glass, mirrors, anything. I know, it's like a really cool kind of rag.
This is something that you use almost like...
I use it personally, so that's why it's a little dirty. Don't
That's
judge.
all right.
but-
I'm not judging.
But
Are
I'm
you
not
kidding
judging
me?
either, but-
Don't take a look at this. You're
Yeah.
going to judge all the way, but you're going to help me out. So
I will help you out.
This is something that I can use in different areas. I have a ton of windows. I have a dog. I have a daughter. Like we've got like sticky stuff everywhere.
Takes care of the sticky stuff just with water. If you need a little extra help, we'll talk later about the cleaning vinegar, but you just spray a little extra on the sticky stuff and then just wipe it off. Again, it's like all natural, clean, green clean.
So when it comes to the all-natural vinegar, we've all heard let's make sure that's clean. We want bleach, we want Clorox, but then there's a totally different world out there.
Yeah.
And you're an advocate of sort of melding the two, I would assume, right?
Especially with kids and pets. We don't want to get anyone. I know little ones.
Because they put the shoes.
And they pick up everything. Pets pick up everything on the bottom of their feet. So cleaning vinegar is a huge thing that I like to use personally. Like I said, for not only my clients but for my home. This is a dollar store vinegar.
Right, we've got your name on there, right?
With my name on it. Sarah's
and what do you
Cleaning.
do with it?
I use it on windows. I use it on tabletops. Use it on the floors. I fill up a mop bucket and just use it with a gallon of water and just mop up the floors with that.
So what is the difference, and why do you use the vinegar versus something else?
Bleach and things like that, especially with pets and kids, they'll pick it up on their feet. It's toxic. It's toxic for me too. Ew, I don't want to use it.
No, you don't want to smell that.
No,
so
on my hands.
This is just as good.
Oh, yeah, and it takes care of the germs and it doesn't. People say it smells bad, but I don't think it smells bad.
Well, it goes away in a matter of moments. Anyway,
It does.
it's so glad to have you on the show. And you have a local business. You're a local lady from
Very
Boardman.
local to here.
Yeah, local.
Ironically
literally.
enough,
we didn't
right
even
around
know.
the corner.
But tell everybody about your business at home, and then what it is that you want them to know about them, because you're you're going to give us some tips from here moving forward, right?
Sure,
For
sure.
kids.
My tips about my Norwex rag.
Well, no, about your business.
Tips about my business.
Tell people how to get a hold of you and how to reach you. That's the best part, right? She's like,
that's the best part. Yeah. My phone number, best way to reach me is text or through email, but texting 234-600-7251. Email Sarah's Cleaning Yo at yahoo.com, and Facebook. Facebook, we're always, well, not always on, but Facebook's a big one. Sarah's Cleaning Yo.
All right. Well, she is a staff willing and willing to help, and
our staff is large and ready. Yes.
That's what we love to hear, and we're going to get to know you more over the next few weeks. Okay.
Sounds great.
All right.
Yeah, thank you.
All right, so what is it? The Norwex cloth?
Yeah. Takes all the germs out.
Locks them in.
Makes it so it's super clean and very, very nice with no residue. And then the vinegar and the water.
They used to do that at Channel 21 to get the salt up,
right?
Like when people would walk in and things like that.
Well, for people at home that want to get a hold of Sarah, it's pretty easy. sarahscleaningyo.com. That's her website. So.
Sarah's Cleaning Yo.
Yes, she's got a great team of women. Obviously, they take it pretty seriously. So.
Sounds good. Thank you, Sarah. Good to have you.
Yeah.
All right, time for our perfectly plated series. And here I was thinking, you know how things have kind of changed at restaurants now, where they just stack food on top of each other all the time?
It's like a work of art coming at your dining table.
So I wondered if we could do that.
Could you?
Without being a chef. Turns out we can.
Good.
And we're going to learn how right now in our perfectly plated series. In today's perfectly plated segment, we're using our steel-eyed plates, and we're going to teach people how to plate for Valentine's Day. So I have Chef Jeff here, Jeff Canzonetta from Bistro 1907. I'm good. How are you? Good. Isn't this romantic?
Yes, it's
our
very
little
nice.
Valentine's Day segment.
It is.
Ourselves.
It is.
So I was wondering, and it seems like there's been a shift. You used to go out to eat. You'd get a dish, and it would be like, you know, those things you get at a picnic, those paper plates with different compartments and things like that?
Yes.
That's what meals used to look like.
Yes.
They don't look like that anymore, do they?
No.
Why not?
Well, you know, we're looking for height with our entrees, and we're also looking to combine all the flavors together. So every fork, spoonful, whatever you put in your mouth, you get a little bit of everything.
All the flavors
So it's
together.
like a party almost going on.
Yeah, so I'm going to have
You know what I'm saying?
Jeff teach us how to plate stuff in case you're staying home for Valentine's Day. You can do this and really impress your loved one as well. First, why don't we start with this? This one's already done. This is our
chicken with our raisins and our green olives, Castellovano. I may not have said that correctly.
That's okay.
And our risotto Milanese.
Yeah, and this is has the rosemary in it. And all
well,
that
it's
stuff,
our
right?
traditional Milanese. It's made with saffron, and it has some pecorino Romano and some Parmigiano in there.
And that's part of the menu.
With a nice stock, yes. This is one of our
very
featured
nice.
menus.
Okay, so that one's done. Now we're going to create our own. So I'm going to take this one out of the way.
Sure.
Ooh, the plate's still warm. And you're going to do a salmon dish, right?
Yes.
Okay.
This is our salmon dish with our kale hash.
Okay, and there's a glaze on there, it
There's
looks
a
like?
glaze also, yes.
Yeah. All right,
our
so
bourbon glaze, actually.
Before you start, it's not like the same bland cream colored dish. I mean, it seems like you have all sorts of different colors going on.
You know,
right?
we like color. You know, we eat with our eyes. So, you know, colorful food whets the appetite, gets you ready to go. You know, and one thing of Mark Canzonetta here and the bistro team, we like to, you know, excite you with your palates.
Okay.
And get you going.
And we're going to stack this one up, right?
We're going to stack this one up.
All right, so what's on the bottom?
Right now we have our kale hash with our lardons, with its bacon.
Okay.
And it has a little bit of bacon fat in here to give it a little bit of smokiness.
Okay. And then what are those, sweet potatoes?
Sweet potatoes, yes.
All right, so that's already been cooked.
It's already been cooked.
So if you have your dish already done, you always put like the starch on the bottom? Is that how it works?
You can.
Or
You know,
does it matter?
sometimes if you have vegetarians, you know, you do vegetarian, you do veggies.
Okay.
So, you know.
So that goes on the bottom.
You go down on the bottom, and then we have our bourbon glazed salmon.
Okay. You leave it just like that, or you cut it in half?
Actually, we fire grilled it.
Okay.
So this is a nice 8-ounce piece of salmon, Bay of Fundy, and then we bake that in the oven, finish it to medium. If you like it more well done, more to you.
I'm a medium
You're a
person
medium
myself,
guy?
yeah.
And some people like to angle it,
Okay.
get a little height on it.
Uh-huh.
You get a nice little height on it.
All right.
And then we have some garnish.
Okay.
You know, garnish can be anything in your kitchen. Here we have our pickled red onions.
Okay.
So we're just gonna put some pickled red onions on top. Then we have our fresh corn salsa, which we're just gonna spray around here a little bit.
Okay.
It may fall around a little bit.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like there's a wrong way to do it,
No.
right?
And then we have our, of course, our microgreens. We just give it a little bit of color, a little bit of microgreens around here, just
How
a little
good
bit.
does that look? Am I right?
Yeah, that. And then we have our little tab here.
Oh yeah, what do we do with that?
Oh, this is a cleaner.
So if you mess up
You just
on
give
the
it a little
outside,
wipe around the edge, and then voila.
and you're good to go.
And there you
Get that out of the
go.
way. All right, that's the main course.
Yes.
Now we're gonna do one of these fancy desserts.
Yes.
Are you ready? So I'm gonna slide this down. What dessert is this?
This is the Julia's Bomb.
Oh my goodness, Julia.
Yeah, our pastry chef Amanda makes this in house.
Okay.
She's just amazing.
And you're gonna use a white steel line plate, right?
Yeah. Yes. This is our steel light white plate.
Okay.
Awesome.
All right.
So
What are you gonna do first? Do you do that first, or you do this first?
Well, what we're gonna do is paint it. We have a little bit of our compote here, raspberry compote. So you take it and you just go ahead. You can lift the plate up like that and just go like that. Oh, that's a little bit runny today.
A little thin, but that's
little
okay. We
thin.
get the idea.
And then we're gonna go ahead and take our.
Here comes the bomb.
Bomb. And then we have our fresh raspberries.
Okay.
Set these off to the side.
And you could do this with any kind of cake, right?
Oh.
Doesn't matter what it is. Doesn't have to be the bomb.
It
Could be a
doesn't have to be a
Twinkie,
bomb.
for heaven's sakes,
You know,
right?
some people put a Twinkie out there.
There you go.
Or you could deep fry the thing.
Right.
Oh, this is melted
Oh,
a
I
little
know. I
bit.
would put it on
my
the warm
God.
plate.
Oh.
But that goes right on in there,
Yeah,
right?
there like so. We
Okay.
could get some height on that. It's better when it's a little bit colder.
Okay.
And you have a fresh sprig of mint here. You can
put on
set
top.
that on top or off to the side. And where's my little?
Oh, here. How about that and this?
Yeah, I wanna wipe that off here a little bit.
For
And
presentation.
then, you know, in the honor of Emerald, you go like that.
Give it a bam.
Yeah, you know
Oh,
what I'm
I didn't know it was
saying?
powdered
You know what I'm
sugar.
saying?
Nice
Little-
job.
All right.
Nice job.
I do love Emerald.
Good
God bless
work.
him.
Thank you,
And
Jeff.
then boom, right there.
There it is.
A little bit, you know, if this was colder, we'd just put that on there. But
Would've stuck right on
yeah. And then voila.
There you go.
Valentine's Day would be awesome.
Limited menu, or a new menu until the Valentine's Day weekend, and then
Yes.
you guys are going to switch again, right?
Yes, yes.
Get on down to Bistro 1907. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. Always a pleasure.
Nice job.
All right, man. Good to see you guys.
So I didn't know like a little paintbrush to put the raspberry on the plate, and then
It's so creative.
by the way, I tried that chocolate bomb thing.
Did you?
Yeah, it was pretty good.
I'm shocked.
It's pretty good.
One of those things you didn't say no to, huh?
I had a little bit, and I brought the rest home for the kids.
Happy Valentine's Day, Michael.
Yeah, and you
Love
kids.
Valley Spotlight and Bistro 1907.
That's right. Hey, speaking of love, Pesto's back after
He
this
is.
break with his gang of guys, and we're going to finalize our segment on wine after this break. We're coming to you today from Daffin's here in beautiful Sharon, Pennsylvania.
It's the little things that matter, and the sweetest things are made even sweeter thanks to Daffin's. Now is the time to order Daffin's chocolate dipped strawberries for your littlest and biggest loves. Chocolate dipped strawberries are available for order and pickup at the Daffin's Sharon location. And don't forget to fall in love with our Hallmark Gold Crown selection of gifts, even if chocolate isn't on your list for the ones you love the most. Visit daffins.com for locations and special holiday hours.
Call A to Z Dependable Services. Our fully stocked rapid response water heater specialist will get you back in hot water in no time. A to Z is the only call you need to make.
Ryers has 20/20 vision. We have perfect vision for perfectly low prices in every department, up to 75% off. Plus, we see our senior citizens getting an additional 10% off your entire purchase every winter weekday, Monday through Friday. Just ask us. These are new winter weekday discounts for our seniors. All you have to do is ask. Ryers has perfect 20/20 vision for perfectly low prices. The biggest savings are at Ryers.
Back here in Pesto's Test Kitchen, I'm drinking a wine from 1982.
Wow.
Probably the same wine Michael Stanley drank. Or Lover Boy. One of those guys, right?
That's awesome.
Yeah. We thought we'd talk about, if people are at home or watching, they think, well, I want to know more about wine and I want to buy wine, but I'm not sure what to buy. We have a couple of guys.
There's a couple different ways you can buy wine.
Yeah.
You can buy wine like I buy wine. I buy wine and I put it in my fridge over there, and it has dual controls, and I have wine for my friends. I have wine for these guys.
Mm-hmm.
So these guys are the connoisseurs.
Yeah, who gets the better wine, your friends or these guys?
Well, it depends on the day.
Okay.
It depends on the day.
Very diplomatic.
It does.
Very
It
diplomatic.
does. But we have a couple connoisseurs here. Jeff Simon,
He's on the
Dr.
right.
Sandy Naples.
On the left.
And those guys, they have inlines
Pass it
to
around.
wine that I can never get.
Yeah.
Because those guys have been appreciating wine and studying wine. Sandy, for you, since what? Medical school?
Pretty much right out of
I'm going to turn it over to you.
Yeah, go ahead.
Well, I ran into a friend of mine who brought over a bottle of Margaux one time and popped the cork, and that was it. I smelled
So that's
it.
a French wine.
Chateau Margaux.
Chateau Margaux. And I'm like, what is that? So
So it opened up your mind.
That opened up my mind to a whole, not the homemade wine that I grew up on, or
And we all did. We all did.
You went from here to here. Yeah, we made a huge leap, and you know, it was actually the '82 vintage, and Lou's Beer and Wine over on Austin Town.
Sure.
Randy's my mentor. You know, he got me started in it. We used to have little Wednesday night get-togethers at my house. I was single, working in the ER. You know, I'd come home. He was working later than I was. And I'd make food, and he'd bring the wine. And you know, they talk about that. We're talking about reading about wines. Well, you know, I read Parker's book, I read Broadbent's book, but you have the point to put your palate on by tasting. There's the key, and that's what got me started. So pretty much cleaned out all of the leftover 82s and 83 Bordeaux's he had, and then you know, I kind of went on my own. I started buying futures out of California.
So what's futures mean?
Well, you know, when the vintage comes out and they start doing barrel tastings, the experts get invited to those things and they taste them and make their opinion that this is a great vintage, this is a crappy vintage, you know. And you know, us who are reading these things like, ooh, you know, we can get these at a better price. You buy it at some volume, and basically between my older stuff I bought locally, my other stuff that I was hoping to grow into, I bought on futures.
How about you,
How
Jeff?
those predictions work?
Yeah.
They were
Jeff,
My
That's
beginning
a great
was much
question.
less auspicious. I
My wife and I used to drink white Zinfandel with an orange slice.
Just like in the commercials.
So what's wrong with that?
We got nothing. After the third bottle, nothing. We got married in '98, went to Napa in 2000. And then I realized that this world of wine
Was it like,
that I was going to be very, very passionate about for a long time. Came back, started going to Michael's place at
Springfield
Grill when he first opened.
Back in the
had
day.
the greatest wine list going.
Michael made the Springfield Grill.
Michael taught me so much about wine. I started getting more into it. I stocked my cellar. We're talking about cellar stocking. I made the beginner's mistake. It was all one varietal. It was all California Caps. California Caps. It was easy to. The label was easy to read. I understood them. Stocked up. I kind of regret that now because I still have a lot of cabs, but now they're aged. You know, they're 20-some years old. They're drinking.
That's not a bad.
No, they're drinking.
No,
now it's not a bad.
no.
We're
Can
okay
we
with
come
that.
over?
We're the last. Absolutely. Because I like to turn over my cellar so I can buy new stuff. The problem now is, so what I'm trying to do is correct that by going into new varietals that I found that I really like. Pinot Noir is my new favorite varietal.
So do you like French or American?
I'm just now getting into French, like within the last month or two. My favorite, besides American, would be Italian. My favorite wine next to champagne would be Amarone.
Nice.
That's what we like you.
That's what we like.
It's the slowest, sexiest wine ever made. Open it up with dinner, light some candles with your wife or your loved one, and I'll tell you, you're gonna have a good night. And then lastly, my friend Randy, our mutual friend, he said, so I started buying through Randy. He says, Jeff, he goes, you're buying too much expensive wine, you know, for you and your wife. He goes, you need to get some drinkers. I said, well, I have. You mean more friends? He says, no. He says, your friends that like beer, they love beer, but they'll drink your wine. He goes, you got to drink. So now I started adding some drinkers into my collection.
As do I.
After you have a few nice bottles, you
have to
have some drinkers. So when you start pouring those, ripping those corks out, you're down to the $20, $30.
How much fun is that?
And it's really fun.
And you can find some great stuff at that price.
And these days, for $20, you can find very, very drinkable
But the bottom line
wine.
is the non-wine drinkers really don't appreciate it.
Yeah, they don't care. So you have some drinkers.
However, I get asked this question every time. You know, everyone comes over, they want to look at the wine cellar. You go in there, and they always ask, oh, what are you gonna, everything in my cellar. I don't care how much it's worth now. Is
open for bid.
Open for if it's appropriate with the food or what we're going to do.
Because you're more generous than me.
Because you know what? One of my buddies, Rick Stigliano, told me, he's the one that brought the Margot over to the house, by the way. And he said, he goes, listen, you're going to pour wine for your friends. You pour them the best thing you got. You set their palate right. He goes, if they like it, they like wine. He goes, they don't like it. He goes, they don't drink anything. It's easy. So again, it comes down to.
We don't have the same friend.
Yeah. He's on the opposite program I am. He's getting into Bordeaux. Now I'm drinking more Pinots and Zins, and I'm on mailing lists in California.
Yeah.
And honestly, on a day-to-day basis, that's what we do.
This is a good stopping point, and then we'll take a little break and come back and kind of finish things up. Sound good, you guys?
Do this thing.
As a real estate investor, I look for sharp agents who really know their market. Agents who do so much business, they can find me the right investment property and sell it for the most money without drama. When I need real estate advice in the Mahoning Valley, I call Kelly Warren. Her innovative marketing attracts hundreds of buyers every month, which creates more demand for your home, selling it faster and for more money. She guarantees to sell it on your timeline or she'll buy it. Call the agent I trust, Kelly Warren, and avoid the drama.
Did you say we're going on a roller coaster this winter?
Not a roller coaster, a polar coaster. The Farmer's Almanac is predicting a polar coaster with way more snow than average. Ducut can help you get ready for anything this winter. We've got complete selections of Honda and Toro snowblowers that can ride out this year's polar coaster.
So let yourself go to Ducut. Let yourself go to Ducut.
Our customers are always part of the equation of everything we try to do. We don't have a Hillcrest label that we're trying to push on you. We don't have stockholders we're trying to make profit for. There's no out-of-state corporate office. The competitive advantage for Hillcrest over our national competition really is sustainable pricing, number one, the service, and caring about what the customer needs, not our agenda. It's tough to get off course when that's your focus.
the Pesto's Test Kitchen meet and greet. Are we allowed to call it that?
Yeah. Well, I think it's wine and greet.
Wine and greet and a lot of meat and we're greeting. And I didn't know about this brown bag challenge
Isn't
thing
that
you
the
guys
coolest
do.
thing?
Yeah, what do you do?
You know what? We challenge ourselves. This was a thing that we all did back in our past on Sundays, the brown bag crew. You know, Sunday night after the restaurants let out, we all sat around and drank wine in brown bags and said, let's test what we are.
And trying to figure out what it is,
And I'm
right?
going to turn it over to the experts.
What do you think, Brian?
Well, I'll tell you, Mike, I mean, the reason why we do it is so we judge wine without any preconditions, any of our perceived notions that we have, any of our ideas we have in our head. We don't know what's in here. We judge it for what it is. And I'll tell you, one of the people I learned the most about this from is my friend Michael.
There you go.
And we always had a great time with it. The idea is whether you bring a $10 bottle of wine or a $100 bottle of wine, you have no preconceived notions. And as retailers, really quick, I'd never taste wines my distributors bring in. They never let them tell me the prices, Matt would attest to, and I don't want to know the varietal because it's a constant, ongoing education. That's what it's all here for. That's why we all do it, and we've done it in our own homes for many years.
It's a big part of what the court teaches us, right?
Exactly, right. Not as often anymore.
How do you do it, Adam?
What's it look like, smell like, taste like, what types of things look and smell like, that is, what types of things smell and taste like what that is, and what types of things could that possibly be.
And what you'd be willing to pay for it.
Yes, that is a huge part of the equation.
Now, on the court side, they don't care. But on this side, I would say
you're supposed to guess what's in here.
This is a Sonoma County Merlot from Alexander Valley, probably 27.
Is that correct?
Oh!
Is he right?
You were right next door.
Nice job.
I was a couple miles away.
He was good. Very, very
And being 2 miles off is still brilliant, my friend. You're good.
Well done. Amen.
My way across like a mile and a half.
But there is no other way to truly evaluate wine than doing it blind.
And there are never any right or wrongs on your palate.
And
It's always about what you like.
That's exactly right.
You never know when a server's going to walk up to you and say, "What is this? I have to give it to my table."
There you go.
That never happened.
Yeah, it happens all the time.
Boys, thank you.
Awesome.
Cheers.
So how about that? If you want to become this sommelier, or however you say it, you have to be able to taste a wine and then tell the year of it, who makes it, what kind of wine it is, or you don't pass the test.
I wouldn't be doing very well on that test, I don't think.
No, the whole brown bags, and this is number 1, this is number 2.
They're so good. We're lucky to have them in our area. It's pretty rare.
For sure. All right, when we come back.
2 lovely ladies, a mother and daughter pair. They're going to take over, Michael.
They're in the cash car, and we're going for a ride after this break.
Ryers has 20/20 vision. We have perfect vision for perfectly low prices in every department, up to 75% off. Plus, we see our senior citizens getting an additional 10% off your entire purchase every winter weekday, Monday through Friday. Just ask us. These are new winter weekday discounts for our seniors. All you have to do is ask. Ryers has perfect 20/20 vision for perfectly low prices. The biggest savings are at Ryers.
Sweeney Chevrolet Buick GMC is teaming up with Valley Spotlight.
Hey, you guys, this is going to be great.
It sure is. We are bringing you the chance to win big in the Sweeney Cash Car.
You could drive away with $250 cash or $1,000 towards your new Sweeney vehicle.
So buckle up, answer our trivia questions, and win. Enter at valleyspotlight.com/cash car for all the details.
So come take a ride in the Cash Car at Sweeney Chevrolet Buick GMC.
On Market Street
in Boardman.
The Hope Center for Arts and Technology, located in Sharon, offers free job training as part of their Medical Assistant Diploma program. No cost to qualified students. Log on to hopecat.org and click Apply Now.
Welcome back to Valley Spotlight at Daffin's in Sharon, Pennsylvania. I almost said Ohio earlier.
That's okay. There's a Sharon, Ohio.
Sharon Center, Ohio. Yeah, it's not too far from my house.
That's not too, yeah, exactly.
What is your knowledge of toys?
Pretty good.
Yeah?
Well, I've got a 5-year-old, so,
right.
and I sometimes act like a 5-year-old, so.
There you go. So the Cash
good company.
Car. Our topic is toys today. Let's see how they did.
fun already.
I know. Welcome to the Cash Car.
You literally just put it in reverse too.
Which is a Chevy Blazer this week, metallic blue with the big cool wheels on it
The
and
blue
everything.
brings out the blue.
I know. That's why I wore it.
I really,
like to
really
match
like
the
this.
car.
What do you, ladies,
Yeah.
introduce yourselves.
Yeah, tell us who won and who wanted to be on the show.
My name is Kaylee.
Mm-hmm.
I got the text about it.
Yeah.
I'm from Canfield. I go to Kent State.
Uh-huh.
And I'm studying for pre-med right now.
Oh, that's easy. I'm glad you took a day off to hang with us. And you are?
My name's Tia. I'm
Mhm.
Kaylee's mom,
Okay.
and she roped me into doing this yesterday.
Uh-huh.
Somehow.
Did she promise you lunch or anything like that?
No, she was just like, "Will you go be on TV with me?" And I said, "Okay."
Did you
I
know?
didn't even ask questions.
Did you know what she was even talking about?
No.
That's a good
"Alright,
mom.
whatever."
That's a good mom.
No questions, just show up. Let's
All right.
go.
So you have a chance to win either $250 in cash or
$1,000 incentive to buy at Sweeney. So
Yeah.
if you wanted to buy this, which I love this.
Oh, it's pretty cool.
It's pretty cute.
I mean,
It's got this big screen in the front and everything, and the vents and the seat heaters, and this is heated too.
isn't that nice?
You guys should. If it weren't so terribly dangerous, I would have you guys touch the wheel right now.
You could cause major insurance issues and problems.
Right.
We would totally have you touch this steering wheel.
All right, are you guys ready?
Yes.
Okay, so I have 6 questions here. You can answer up to 5. They're $50 a piece, and you have 1 pass. But if you miss a question, you don't get that $50. So use your pass wisely. Okay?
Okay.
Collaborate with each other and come up with your final answers.
Okay.
Our category today is toys. All right?
Okay.
Toys. Okay. Do you have any toys? Like, do you have any teddy bears or anything like that, Kaylee?
We've had a lot of toys in our house.
Okay,
over the
good.
years.
This will work. Do you have any other kids, Tia?
I have 3 girls altogether.
Oh my goodness.
She's
And
the middle.
This is going to be, I think this is going to be.
You're going to be jealous. You're going to be the favorite kid, finally. Finally, the middle kid's the favorite. All right. Are you ready?
Yes.
Okay. This #1 selling toy of all time lives in a dream house. What is it?
Barbie.
Barbie's right.
Ding, ding, ding.
That was an easy one. It's like to get us going. Get us going.
Right?
Then they get
$50.
a little bit tougher. All right, you ready for question 2?
Yeah. Yep.
Okay. 30 million of these toys were sold and 150 million mix refills. It's a piece of cake.
Oh. Oh yeah. Pez.
No.
Whoa!
Maybe you should have
wow.
passed there.
I was going to say.
Wait a minute.
It's a piece of cake.
Oh, is it the Easy Bake Ovens?
Yeah.
Easy Bake Ovens, yeah.
All right, so still
All right,
$50,
that's okay, that's
and you
all
still
right.
have your pass,
You have the
okay? Okay. This sticky toy came in an egg and was hatched in the early 1950s.
Is it the
Putty.
slime?
Silly Putty.
Silly putty? Is that what it's
It was
called?
1950s, so it has to be. Yeah, Silly Putty.
You say it.
Silly Putty?
That's correct. All right. You're up to 100. You have 2 to go, and you still have 1 pass.
Okay.
All right, there are 4 colors on the twister mat. Name them.
Oh, I know this.
Okay.
Go ahead. Okay, go.
Why is that, Tia? Why is that?
I just saw it online the
Oh,
other day.
okay.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Go ahead. You want me to do? You go ahead.
Red, blue,
Yeah.
red, blue, green, and yellow.
That's correct. Good job. $50 more. All right, so you got 150.
150.
You got 1 to go, and you still have a pass.
Okay. Okay.
All right.
Look at the radius. This is nice.
Oh, yeah. This is smooth, isn't it, you guys?
Yeah, there's Apple CarPlay too.
There is.
Yes. Let's pay for something. All right. Kids got to play with their food in the 1950s with this toy, and then later, his wife. You still have a pass.
I don't know.
Wait, can you repeat the question?
In the 1950s.
Kids got to play with their food in the 1950s with this toy, and then later, his wife.
I have not even a guess.
You want to use your pass?
Wait.
Or you want to think for a sec?
Do you have a guess?
Can we come back to that question?
No, you can either
Well,
pass
you have
or
pass
answer.
or 1 more question. It's up to you. This is not, the lightning round.
1950s. I can't even begin to.
I don't even know. I have no idea.
Yeah,
Okay.
we'll pass that one.
That was Mr. Potato Head.
Oh.
Okay, that was a toughie. That was a toughie. Okay, last one for $50, okay?
Okay.
And you have 150 in the bank.
Okay.
This first video game was born in the 1970s and resembled table tennis. What was it? The very first Atari video game.
Pong.
Pong is right. Nice job, you guys. Good
I
job.
had it on a black and white TV in my room.
Oh, really?
I did.
Very good. All right, so they're winners, $250 or $200.
$200. Congratulations,
Wow.
ladies.
Congratulations,
so much.
Kaylee.
Yeah, Kaylee, not bad for 5 minutes.
5 minutes and $200 richer thanks to our partners at Sweeney for letting us do this and having a good time. It's super easy to register to win, isn't it?
It is.
Can you tell everybody
Tell
how to do
folks
it?
how to do it.
How did you do it?
Kaylee.
Because you did it.
I pretty much just typed in Sweeney Cash Car on Google, and it was like the second one down. You click on the link, and then you literally just type in all your information there.
There you go.
And we call you.
There you
And
go.
we send you a text.
Good for you. Congratulations, you guys.
Thanks.
Thanks for spending time with us. Now where are we going? Back to the dealership,
We're
right?
gonna go to,
Where is it located?
on Market Street.
In Boardman. 4 out of 5 is pretty good.
I was gonna say.
We got her on the
Still
easy
money.
bake oven. I don't think they listened to the whole question. They
Right.
just wanted to jump right in, and that's what got them.
The excitement of the cash car will get you every time.
No, I think so. There's a lot of pressure. It's
is.
luxurious, but there's a lot of pressure.
Exactly, and you're not sure where to look. Or
We should turn up the heat sometime and get them back there sweating it up. Don't you think? Would that be fun?
Thanks, Sweeney, for dealing with us, and Eric with our crazy ideas. And anybody that wants to enter to ride in the cash car, it's pretty easy. Just log on to our website, valleyspotlight.com, click on cash car, or valleyspotlight.com/cash car.
You know, when I walked in, I saw the Bean Boozled, and I thought for sure the crew was going to make us eat some jelly bean that tasted like a dead fish or something like
The
that.
good news is that we're not going to do that today.
Because they're known for their caramel pecans.
Executive decision on behalf of LL and MC.
What with the milk chocolate? Oh, really good.
Instead of the stink bug. So
this is better.
This is better. And of course, they're on sale for Valentine's Day. So are the chocolate-covered strawberries.
Yeah, get your orders in because they start selling them a couple days before it's Valentine's Day, and then after this weekend, they're gone.
My
All right?
luck, if I start eating this, there's no way that we're going to be able to get through
we
how
will.
everybody can watch this on our show.
Well, you have valleyspotlight.com.
Yes, you do.
There's what do we have, a Roku channel still?
We've
We
got
still have that?
Facebook, we've got Twitter, we've got YouTube. Well, you name it, we've got it.
Yeah. Thanks for watching our show about love today, and I hope you enjoy Valentine's Day.
I love you, man.
Love you.
You know that.
Good luck.
All right, you too.
Bye. Go ahead, Mr. Clean. Take it away.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it.
Floors, doors, walls, halls, white sidewall tires, and old golf balls.
Sinks, stoves, bathtubs he'll do. He'll even help clean laundry too.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Can he clean a kitchen sink?
Quicker than a wink,
Can he clean a window sash?
faster than a flash.
Can he clean a dirty mirror?
He'll make it bright and clearer.
Can he clean a diamond ring?
Mr. Clean cleans anything.
Mr. Clean gets rid of dirt and grime and grease in just a minute.
Mr. Clean will clean your whole house and everything that's in it. Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
If you like this video, subscribe to Valley Spotlight on YouTube and be sure to click on the notifications bell so you know when we've got some new stuff. You also can like us on Facebook, follow us on Instagram and Twitter, and subscribe to us on Vimeo or our Roku channel.